I wanted to speak up in support of the equal compensation for teaching laboratory hours versus the lecture hours. So for example, in our chemistry laboratory, our teacher preparation starts way ahead of time when we read through the lab that's coming up and we decide what dangers there are, how do we need to mitigate them. And then on the day of the class, during our passing time, we walk as fast as we can to the classroom, no bathroom break, and we try to prepare the space for the students. We set up the experiment, the chemicals, all the equipment, and then afterwards we welcome the students in. Then during that time, we make sure that everybody is working safely, everybody has goggles on. Even if they go to the bathroom, come back, we remind them to put them on. If they have an itch, put the goggles on your eyes. That's how we protect them. We watch 30 students, which is a topic for a different conversation, where it was suggested that no more than 24 students should be in a chemistry lab. But we watch those 30 students, like 100% attention to make sure that we know what they're doing, which step of the procedure, each and every single one of them doing. Because if they're gonna heat up something too much, they might boil an acid, they might boil in a base, it's gonna go into their faces. We watch for too much pressure that they might apply and break glassware. If they break something, we administer first aid, trying to make sure it's safe. And for us and for others, we file the report that there has been an incident. We also watch for the correct procedure. If somebody does something wrong, different order, again, we might have an explosion. And then after the class is done, we clean up the laboratory with the help of students, but if there are some spills, if there's something needs to be disposed, we also watch for that. During all of this time, we cannot use a bathroom, we cannot satisfy our basic human needs because we need to be there in a classroom physically, we cannot walk away. After the class ends, we start grading when the reports come in. And perhaps that is the hardest type of the grading that we do in a classroom. Reading those reports that students type up, they could be between 1 and 5 pages, and we do our best. We love what we do. We love watching students build that confidence in a classroom. We love seeing how they grow, and towards the end, they become chemists. But at the end, it's not only about chemistry. It's also about biology classes where they need to give the teachers need to give their full attention. It's about physics classes. And it's also about like welding, CTE, and even like, I don't know, dance classes and ballet, where they take up the responsibility to touch the students, correct their actions if they're moving in the wrong way. We're just asking you to consider the equal compensation for the lecture and the lab. Thank you.